Hello Internet, this is TheRoschi, and I'm back with some more Genshin Impact gameplay, and today, this time, focusing on the world quest, Chenyu's Blessing of Sunken Jade. This quest has been in my journal for a year now. It was introduced during the last Lantern Rite, I believe, or close to it. I never got to play it, however, I did have a friend of mine enter the world so they can get the stuff for the Lantern Rite for me, so I didn't have to do it and get spoiled about things that were happening in the game at that point in time. Whatever that was, it was just me being cautious. The opening cinematic played for them. I never got to see it, so I had to go and watch a YouTube video of that intro. Unfortunately, I started playing this when I was sick, and I didn't think to do that until halfway through my playthrough. So in editing, in post, I fixed it so that video plays first. But yeah, the first half might be me being a little more confused, partially because I am sick and under the weather, and also just because I'm missing some context with who Fujin is. But I catch on relatively quickly, it's fine, don't worry about it. Anyway, you're gonna enjoy it, it's a fun time. Let's get into it. Okay. Welcome one is Fujin, local adeptus. Okay. Okay, so we've been invited. Okay, so this makes sense because it's just lining up with what I've been doing about the soil and water being a problem. Okay, this is how we get the adeptal energy. Okay, I was confused about this when I was playing. Clearly a kidnapping. Alright, I am actually... I think I'm in. Yeah. I have not been this far. Oh boy. The village is over there. Ooh. Xiaoying village? Sounds like a music box. Ah, youngsters, over here. Oh, okay. Oh, finally you're here. Is something the matter? Are you, young master? Are you the son of Feiyun Commerce Guild's manager? Nope. Oh my, so you aren't the Commerce Guild's young master? My apologies. I was considering only your wondrously fashionable attire and your flying companion. Your conduct, too, was so unlike ours that I assumed that you must have come from Lingyuan Harbor to discuss matters with us. Lu, I am surnamed, and all the village call me Grandpa Lu. Apologize, I must. Recent years have not been kind. I have not seen even. Wow, words. I'm losing my mind. I have not even the tea to treat you to as guests. The Adepti will certainly not be satisfied with the tea ceremony this year. Huh? Grandpa Lou, the stuff right by you, aren't those tea leaves? The quality is far too lacking. How could I possibly serve such things to my guests? Speaking honestly, we are waiting for someone from the Feiyun Commerce Guild, for we must discuss with them the tea leaf problem. They are our biggest customers after all. The crux of the matter is that this batch of tea is simply unsatisfactory, whether it be the terms of taste or quantity. This is an open secret among tea merchants. Old Luo, the village chief, has also decided that no tea may be sold until the quality problem is solved. I have heard tell that the young master of the Commerce Guild is exceptionally smart and skilled. If he has caught wind that this year's tea harvest was lacking in both quality and quantity, I thought he would come in person, or if not, send someone here. So here I wait. Talk about Xingqiu. Anyway, the problem with the tea leaves, I believe it lies with the soil. A problem with the soil? Indeed, I've lived here my whole life and worked with tea since I was but a wee lad, and I can't notice problems that others may miss. Words as I see it. May Adeptus Fujin bless us. It must be an imbalance in our soil and water. Adeptus Fujin? Oh, so you've heard the tale. That's quite rare, even among locals, few remember. Many, many years ago, Shouying village was nothing but a barren hill. Terrifying demons dwelt there, and it was all thanks to Adeptus Fujin that the demons were defeated, and tea trees were planted, allowing our ancestors to come live here. But if it's really a problem with the water and soil, then I don't know what we can do about it. Yeah, I don't know what we can do about it either. Yeah, we wouldn't know the first thing about water and... No, wait, isn't that exactly what we're here to investigate? I don't know. I didn't accept the quest. Oh, so does that mean you believe me, young master? Yes, I believe you. Not that it's relevant, but I believe you. Is that so? Then that makes things easy. Come, I'll bring the tea leaf samples, and let's go have a talk with old Luo. Something wrong, Grandpa Lu? Young master and young lady, if it isn't too much trouble, could you pretend you are from the Feiyun Commerce Guild when we are meeting with old Luo? Now we're just lying to people. Village Chief Luo is a good person, but how to put this? He puts more trust in machines, cultivation techniques, fertilizers, and things like that. I mentioned imbalance in the soil and water before, and we parted on bad terms. But if it was the young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild, I'm not sure if I can play the part. Doesn't seem like a good plan to Paimon. Yeah, don't worry, even if he sees through it, if it's nobody's idea but mine, none of the blame shall fall on you. Let's go! Alright. Well. Here I go lying again. Seems like a normal thing we'd be doing. Ooh, I like the windows. It's a very cool place. I like how Chenyu Vale is obviously still Liyue, but it's a very different feel to it. Like the color palette has shifted. Because mostly Liyue is very like yellow. It's kind of like a yellow and green. Meanwhile here we have more of a blue and green. You know what I mean? Like kind of like teal colors. It's nice. Like I know it's dark out right now. Maybe that'll change in the light, but I went the wrong way. Guess it's over here. Okay. Jin. Uncle Luo, this batch still isn't any good. They're not fragrant enough when you dry them. And they get so dry and brittle that you can't even put them in the roller. Even the ones that survive the secondary process come out the other end in a complete disaster. Are you sure it isn't a problem with the machine? Are you sure you haven't forgotten how to operate it? Damn. What a thing to say. How could we dare to be careless with you looking over our shoulders? How could you indeed? Yeah, it's Grandpa Lu. Jin, get back to work. And this respectable looking young man is... Aha! I'm the young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild. I am but one who comes to the aid of the oppressed in their moment of need. A disciple of the Guhua. What the heck? And you even proclaim yourself a member of the Guhua clan? This is young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild. He really likes reading wandering hero novels for fun, and the landscape of Chenyu Vale is filled with a mysterious mystique. It must have gone to his head. This is my servant. It will suffice to call her Mini Pie. Okay, that's funny. Yeah, that's it. Call me Mini Pie. You're stuck. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, in that case, welcome. Welcome. I guess a guest like you is a rare treat indeed. We have been quite reliant on the assistance of the Commerce Guild for many... Reliant on the Commerce Guild for many a year. But as for what's happened this year, I suspect you have already heard about it. What's wrong? You're looking pretty miserable. Did Jin mess up at work again? Fuck that kid. Whoa! Grandpa, chill. Okay. You old... mocking me again? My apologies, dear guests. Normally I would invite guests from afar to sample our new teas, but this year's batch... Well, you know... No tea? Are you seriously going to let me, the young master? No need to stand on ceremony, Chief Luo. We're here to help. Yeah, the young master is very concerned about the tea leaves, so there's no need to be so tied up with formalities, Chief Luo. Aha, very well then. To tell the truth, this batch of tea leaves is no good either. They can't be dried, and I can't tell if they were bad when they were picked, or if it's a problem with the machine in our workshop. Ha! How's that difficult? Why not just use some of the older leaves you have in stock, and see if the product you get from drying them is any different? If the product is normal, then you'll know it isn't a problem with the machine. True. Seriously, I told you before, forget it. As we have important guests present, then we'll give our method a try. Then we'll give your method a try. Jin, do we have any fresh tea leaves remaining from older batches? I don't know why this guy would be against, like, this is a good idea. And it sounds like he's told him before, and he's just like, you old coot, I guess we'll do it this time. Like, what? There's some in the warehouse. What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, good one. We've been talking here for a good long while now, and you weren't listening to a single word, were you? Go fetch some older batches and process it along with some of the newer stuff that Grandpa Lu brought using the machine. Don't you dare skip a single step. I'll be watching you, freak. Like, chill. After a bit, Jin brings back 2 batches. How about this? I see our 2 guests are quite young. They might prefer snacks to tea tasting. Why not turn those 2 batches into tea crackers? The quality of each will be evident with a single taste. Why do you think, oh Luo? Agreed. We'll do just that, Jin. Listen up. Oh, we'll do just that. Jin, listen up. Take these 2 batches of the tea leaves and make them into 2 different tea cakes. 1 cake from each batch. Don't you dare get even a single leaf mixed up. Yes, sir, Uncle Luo. You want me to mix them all into 1 cake? Oh, man. I don't know if he's being sarcastic or if he actually is dumb. Oh, I can't even. This is like a unhinged little family over here. Sorry for the long wait. We've got both tea cakes here. Let's try them one at a time, shall we? Well, how's the taste? The first one tasted a bit strange, but the second one was delicious. You're seriously going to let me, the young master, eat? Fuck it, why not? Knock it off, Roshi. I, the young master, share Mini Pie's opinion. The tea cakes made from the tea we had in stock taste fine. Alright, you win. So according to you, the tea processing machinery is fine. In other words, the problem is with the tea itself. This new batch of tea, it's just not as good as before. So, the water and soil. But perhaps it's the cauldron that's the problem. It's old and in disrepair, which must have offended the Adeptus, causing the tea to deteriorate. Oh, okay, so you're not just... Okay, you're just trying to find other excuses why it can't be what he thinks it is. No, it's the soil and the water. It's the elements that nourish the soil. The soil! The water! You fucking moron! Enough. Let's get that technician in charge of the tea cauldron in here first. It's that Fontanian, wow. The one from the Fontaine Research Institute. Hot. What was it again? Name's such a pain to pronounce. Jin, go get her. Wood. Jin. Just where did that lazy loafer gone to this time? That brainless nitwit. I was going to have him go to Yilong Wharf and search for our technician. Would you specifically need someone from Fontaine to fix it? Well, whether in Lua or Fontaine, most things powered by elemental energy work on more or less the same principles, yeah? If a Fontainian engineer can fix it, so can our thaumaturgist. It just so happens that Miss Oatmoon Tan Yi likes to travel around Liyue passes through here every so often, and loves to offer her services. So, as for this round of tea cauldron maintenance, well, let's leave it to her. So you see, honored guests, I'm really sorry, but I need to trouble you to go to Yilong Wharf and find our technician. Miss Oatmoon Tan Yi, it's more likely than not she's found herself a show there that she can tear her eyes off. That she can't tear her eyes off. Jesus, I can't read. How could you possibly dare to ask our guest to do such a thing? Oh, Luo, you misunderstand me. Our honored guest already had business to attend to at Yilong Wharf, and it would just be passing along a message on their way. It's nothing, really. Shut up. Is that so? Huh? Is that so? It would seem to be so. I'm truly sorry. Then if you would, honored guests, old Lu, I'll leave it to you to accompany them. Yeah, thanks for your hard work. You scared old Luo so much he was jumping at his own shadow. Fuck that guy. You mentioned earlier that you're here to investigate the water and soil, right? Best you heard over at go to Yilong Wharf. Then it isn't far from the headwaters. Headwaters? Jesus. And there are ruins left by the Adepti along the way. So if you're looking for clues, there's your best bet. As for passing a message to Old Moon Tanyi, well, please lend a hand, would you? Give old Luo some peace of mind so he doesn't worry himself to death. Even Mini Pie can handle a thing so trivial. Hey! Why are you still acting? The show's over. What's with the calling Paimon Mini Pie anyway? Anyway, just leave it to us. You can rest easy, Grandpa Lu. Such great kids you are. Really great kids. Oh, right. I noticed that you two really enjoyed the tea cake. Why don't I teach you the recipe? Next time you come by some quality tea leaves, you'll be able to make some for yourself. In any case, safe travels. Be careful on mountain paths. And mind you don't slip. Because if you do, you'll probably die. Alright. Okay. I gotta go this way. Don't mind me. What is this? Follow the golden carp. But why? Why the golden carp? Oh. Oh, this looks cool. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, we're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda.
Excuse me. I'm just gonna go over here. Ow.
We're way behind. Didn't see that? This is long overdue. No touching.
Oops. I don't know what the puzzle is. Am I just putting in the water so it highlights all of these things? Oh, I have to go faster. I hit the wrong button. Why am I stuck? That's not it. What just happened? Hi, fish. I don't know what just happened. What? I guess I did it. Did I manage to put it down? I have no idea. Roshi, Paimon, you two are indeed brilliant, as expected. Upon seeing my dissipated, oh god, adeptal energy, you immediately understood the situation. I did not, actually, at all. In fact, I floundered that quite a bit. Of course, we're super duper experienced adventurers, you know. Still, why didn't you say anything sooner? You didn't just forget, did you? About that, should not the path of the Adepti be full of challenges? 'Tis merely a test of your wisdom. It was you who brought us here. Speaking of which, just what's the problem with the soil and water you mentioned before? Grandpa Lu was also sure that this was behind the deteriorating quality of the tea leaves. Yes, you two have seen Qiangying Village. Should the quality and quantity of tea leaves continue to decline, so will the village, until finally, in the years to come, it degenerates back into what it was millennia before, a desolate mountain forest. You sure that isn't hyperbole? Yes, it is true. The Lord of Geo would not stand idly by as disaster befell. Were the sky to collapse, the conqueror of demons or other adepti would do their utmost to support it. Should the waters under Yilong Wharf breach the dikes and flood, the Will Harbor would aid the villagers. Nice Xiao mention. Were the sky to collapse. I mean, it's not like it hasn't done it before. Anyway, but without tea, this stretch of the mountains would, or Qiaoying village, rather, would lose its very reason to exist in human eyes. That makes sense when you put it that way. Paimon understands. So are you two willing to help me correct the imbalance in the water and soil? What do you say, Mini Pie? Who the heck is Mini Pie? Never heard that name before. But Paimon wants to help Adeptus Fujin and Qiaoying village when she thinks about such delicious tea cakes being lost forever just because there's no good tea. It would be a big shame, wouldn't it? Yes, that's excellent. Your willingness is commendable, and one is quite grateful to you both. Now, back to business. When it comes to how to resolve the disharmony in the soil and water, one is needed well aware of what to do. I like how she was excited and then she composed herself to be more Adeptus. First, you two must go up against the currents and seek the jade treasures thrown in the waters. In the end, we must perform the ancient rain jade rite once more, dispelling the miasma that has settled over the mountains and fields and into the rivers, and restoring the water veins and soil. Okay, got it, but just how do we do the ritual? Adeptus Fujin, what's wrong? Oh, nothing. As for the ritual, it's still a bit early for that. Well then, we'll see each other later. You don't know the ritual, do you? You don't even know the ritual. And she's gone. According to her, we need to go against the current. That just means upstream, right? Hey, that's the same direction as Yilong Wharf. Let's go! Okay. Off we go. The fuck?
There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every now and then.
Now we'll just cruise in this direction. I like Chenyu Vale. I'm definitely going to have to explore it more. I kind of wanted to, but I have a feeling that this is going to be a pretty long quest. So, not sure if it's the best time to... Every little thing.
Written in the stars. Eyes on me. Perhaps whoever left these behind was also fulfilling a contract.
Perhaps.
Healthy body, healthy mind.
Riveting gameplay, I know. Fujin seemed to be a little wary when a ritual was brought up. This is cool. Nice little wharf. I definitely like seeing this because it makes it feel like the world is bigger. Here we are, Yilong Wharf. Though I don't understand it in the least. I still think it's amazing. Just watching her stand there singing, or sing while walking around, or sing while sitting, and then sing while she lifts her hand and slowly lets it fall, all the while ceaselessly singing. It's a lot of singing. I really don't know just what kind of magical powers the old lady has. Babbling, chanting, singing, and reciting and crying. I haven't got a clue what she's saying, but it's amazing. Little Mao, can you understand? What? That's just how opera singing is. And weren't there fight scenes later? There was that old dude who could do 88 flips and tricks. Riveting stuff. Yeah, it's great. It's just a shame that I don't understand a thing. A whole bunch of people fighting and jumping all over the place. All super flashy and such one-on-one, several all fighting each other, 5 or 6 taking turns. It's just almost addictive. Hello. We're looking for a technician from Fontaine. Chief Luo and Grandpa Lu said, what name did they give us again? Oh, Moon Tan Yi. Huh, yep. Sounds like Grandpa Lu sent you all right. Just call me Hotemong. Oh. Oh. That's... They said it like that because this is almost impossible to say. Hotmoon I'm a researcher from Fontaine Research Institute. I'm young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild. I am but one who comes to the aid of the oppressed in their moment of need, a disciple of the Guhua. Yes. What do you mean you're from the Guhua clan? Alright, so he's Roshi, and Paimon's Paimon. It was Grandpa Lu who sent us looking for you. Mr. Roshi, Miss Paimon? Hello, I'm Little Mao, a friend of Mountain's. No one asked. Alright, kid. Scram. No, we Mountain. What do you mean mountain? Mountain Shaper? What other mountain? Yes, that's what my name means. Hotmont can be a bit hard to pronounce, so I asked Little Mao to just call me that. Oh. Mountain. Your mountain. Okay. Really? Quite the interesting pair. How'd you two meet? It was quite fortuitous. Last year I went to the mountains in the south for a spell and got lost in the fog. A huge beast the size of a call, Louis, oh my god, was glaring at me, and I thought I was done for, but just then, a little kid suddenly shouted at me. I followed the sound through the mist and got out, and was saved. Otherwise I would have been eaten, just like that, and my family in Fontaine would have even have been able to claim compensation on my account. Yeah. Probably because they don't even know how to spell your name at the bank, like Jesus. I know more about what goes on in the mountains than the grown-ups stuff. Is that so? You're amazing, Little Mao. Hitmonchan, Grandpa Lu, and Chief Luo are looking for you. Alright, got it. I'll be there in a jiffy. All the shows here are just too good. I end up watching several, one right after the other, and now my legs have fallen asleep. But I just can't understand a word. What sorts of stories are they telling? It's about how way back when a huge carp and a monster from the mountains fought. A you kill me, I'll kill you story. In the end, everyone dies. Oh, that's a pretty concise summary. But don't talk about killing and dying so much, Little Mao. If you think about that kind of stuff too often, you might become the villain when you grow up. If you do it again, I'll kill you. Since those in Chao Ying village are waiting for me, it's time to go. See you all later. Let's go watch the shows here again when you're about to head back to Fontaine. And then she just walked away from him. Okay, now that we solved the puzzle, we can get back to business. Little Mao, how about you? What are you two going to do? To be honest, we're not quite sure how to explain it. The water and soil in Chenyu Vale are kind of out of whack, and we need to cure them for everything in Chenyu Vale to get better. I get it. Miss Paimon is trying to say that we need to restore nature? Hey, that's right. You're really amazing, little Mao. You got it right away. Restoring nature, you say. Did someone talk to you about that? That's right. A friend who always taking care of me told me she wants to restore nature too. If we restore nature, everything will get better. So I want to help too. She also told me about you two. Fujin. Oh, so you've seen her too. Huh? You mean my friend? Of course. Silly Miss Paimon. How could we be friends if I'd never seen her? Idiot. Fair point. That makes things easier. Actually, we want to... Paimon remembers we need to find the jade treasures in the water and then do some rain jade, right? But even though we've come upstream, we still haven't found any clues. Oh, I know. He says, I know. Come with me. I'll show you where to look. What? Is it really that easy? Little Mao, your friend wants to restore nature, right? Yeah. She told me a lot. Such as stories from before Qiaoying Village became Qiaoying Village. How the tea trees came to be, and more. She said that things will get worse and worse if Chenyu Vale, if the natural order isn't restored. You know, stuff! Oh, looks like we're on the same page then. Little Mao, you just said you knew where we could find leads, right? Yeah, I don't know if it'll help. But when you mentioned jade treasures, and rain jade, and stuff, I just thought of it. Come with me! Yup, let's go! Let's Fern Gully this shit! Hell yeah! Okay, sorry, I'm losing my mind. Wow. Ooh. Take the tea. Nice. Nice, we got our fish. Guys, we can solve this without bloodshed. But you do you, I guess. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Okay. Ooh.
A reward on the road.
Sure. Yeah, we'll go that way then. Am I going down here? Guess so, huh? Oh, there's moss on the cliff. It's slippery. Don't tell me I'm supposed to go up the cliff. Oh, right there. Oh, here we are. There's a cavern behind the waterfall. Try not to get soaked. It's blocked off. Damn it! How about give that adeptal energy a go? I see. Yeah. Ah. Nice. Okay. And then there's this. Oh! Whoa! Wow, you're amazing. Okay. Cool. Finally! passage behind a waterfall. Something I've been looking for since I first started the game. That's crazy. Oh, there's more water in here than before. Maybe we'll have to swim in next time. This is weird. I'm actually walking around with you right now. Oh, what's this? Like huge claw marks and paw prints. Like some huge wild beast left them behind. Or something like that. You know, words. Okay. You good? You alright? There you go. You got it. This is it. It's the clue I wanted to show you before. Right here. What on Tevat is that? It's so covered in moss that Paimon can't make heads or tails of it. There wasn't any moss the last time I came up here. No need to worry, little Mao. It's so humid here that it's no wonder there's moss growing everywhere. There must be a way to clear it away. We cut it. I set it on fire. Oh, the moss came loose. Alright, I just had to tap. Oh! What do we have here? Look, Roshi, look! It's a scene of ancient people attending a festival and performing a ritual. Pretty different from the festivals we have today, huh? Although the grown-ups in the city and the village all say that the Lord of Geo was the first to arrive in Chenyu Vale, I've heard that the people in the picture actually got here even earlier than he did. Yup. People back then used to throw bits of magic jade into the river, and they'd float along until they sank to the bottom. They saw it as a way to guarantee good weather, prevent the river from flooding, and ensure that the soil would be fertile. Based on what we previously discussed, I'm guessing that Chenyu Vale will only be fixed after we've found some jade that was thrown into the river in ancient times. That makes sense, doesn't it? Wow, you're so knowledgeable. Was your friend also the one who told you these stories? You rule, little Mao. That's first-class guide material right there. These legends are fascinating. Yep, and everyone will be really blessed and live happily ever after and all that. But I much prefer hearing her stories from ancient wars and battles. She told me that the warriors back then were all giants who were over 10 feet tall. What? The warriors of Chenyu Vale were covered in tattoos, and they had these massive jade axes that could chop a person in half in the blink of an eye. Damn. And the Millith, led by none other than the Lord of Geo himself, were even tougher. They clad themselves in suits of armor that weighed over 1,000 pounds and fought with 100-pound spears. Apparently everyone was at war back then. So much so that Bishui River turned crimson red. Oh god. Later on, the mountains to the south became full of ghosts from that era. Even now, those who wander through the mountains might still be able to catch their singing on the wind. Is this where, is this the Hutao mountain area? I can't remember the name of it. Yeah. Yikes. Scary stuff. Cover your ears, Mini Pie. Who's Mini Pie? Hitmonlee's right, though. If you constantly think about this stuff, you'll turn into a villain when you're older. Maybe he's already the big bad. Do you know Timmy? I've been able to kill his birds a lot more efficiently ever since I got Ganyu. Anyway, there's no way grown-ups would tell us these stories. They always say we're too young to hear them, and they'll turn us rotten, and stuff like that. But I'm old enough already. Hearing a story's not going to turn me into a monster. Besides, there aren't many adults still around who know these stories anyway. If my friend hadn't told me, I wouldn't have even known the stories about this picture. Okay, fine then. Guess we'll move on. So the grown-ups were right to say that these ancient people threw the jade into the river from somewhere high up. But where exactly? And where did all the jade float off to? Well, it must have sunk to the bottom, right? It's not that simple. If it was thrown in somewhere upriver, and even if it sank to the bottom, it would still be pushed downriver by the current, let alone after so many years. Besides, I've never heard talk of an ancient ritual jade being found upriver. Chenyu Vale is a small place after all. If there have been such rumors, everyone would already know about them. You know so much. You're future scholar material for sure. Yeah, but what if I don't want to be a scholar? They don't earn much mora, and it sounds like no fun. I want to kill people. Then become a traveler, just like us. And you could have more fun than adventuring around. What could be more fun than adventuring around the world? Seeing as we now know the site of the rain jade right, what should we do next? You're just gonna ignore the question, okay? Let's observe how the river flows. If you want to see how the river flows, maybe it would be a good idea to try the tall watchtower over at Yilong Wharf. I mean, I guess we could just go up. Yeah, sure. Or you just look at the river and see which way it's going and then follow it. But okay, we can add a step. It's fine. You're a clever one, Miss Paimon. She's alright. Okay, let's head out. Wait, I want to take another look around. Okay, let me know when you're ready. Yeah, hold on. Let me take a look around, kid. Okay, I just had to look because I think stuff is interesting.
Disappear!
I didn't mean it. Anyway, let's get out of here. Shall we go? Aye. Alright then. Yilong Wharf. Look, from up here, you can clearly see how the water moves faster through those narrows, then slows down again as the river widens out. The jade must have stopped there. We should find what we're looking for there. Wow, you're such a real whiz kid. Paimon's been wondering though, what's that massive thing in the distance? That huge thing is a jade mouth, a legendary jade ring that an adeptus threw into the water. Oh, but the river curves around there, so the current should actually speed up. But the river gradually gets wider there. Yes, the rapid flow around the bend might have resulted in things being deposited along the convex bank where it widens. So there's actually a good chance that the jade is at the bottom of the river somewhere around Jade Mouth. Of course, that's assuming that the course of the river hasn't been artificially altered. I mean, that jade mouth, a mouth of a river, and it's just the jade would end up there. It makes sense. Not to mention, there's a fisherman's legend that goes something like, "Jade shall rise from sunken mouth," or something like that. Anyway, let's go over and take a look around first. Compared to Lil Mao, Paimon feels like she's completely out of her depth. It's because my friend is amazing. She knows everything there is to know about the mountains, and she's taught me loads too. That's how I've learned so much. You are unfit for duty, Mini Pie. As the young master, I am most disappointed. Roshi, has the rare field mountain air or miasma gone to your head or something? Or does the adeptal energy you use have side effects? You're behaving pretty strangely. Whatever the case, Let's go down and get on a bamboo raft. Yeah, Jade Mouth, here we come. Okay. Alright. Whee! Someone coming aboard? Wait, is that little Mao? Come, I'll take you. Hell yeah. Free ride. Alright, boatman. Take us to Jade Mouth. Alright, Jade Mouth it is. The other two, you're tourists? Well, if you're here for sightseeing, there's not meant something. Okay. Sad, Mr. Boatman, there's stories about Jade Mouth that I haven't heard before. Okay. Knowing you and how much you love your stories, kiddo, you must have heard them all by now. Tell me more! Alright then, well, I've heard it mentioned that the Jade Mouth was left behind by Rex Lapis when he marched through here to save the people of Chenyu Vale. Legend has it that to prevent naval advance from downstream, the local adepti... Okay. You're making it up as you go again, Gramps. There's no way that Lingyuan Navy came up this river. I've heard that the Jade Mouth was formed by a piece of jade left behind by a giant carp. In those days, a baddie god tried to redirect the river and drown the Millilith. Oh god. Okay. Giant white snake held up a baddie god. Okay. Huh. She threw the jade she wore here. The jades pinned the river down, and ever since, we've had no more floods, and everyone can live peaceful lives on both sides of the river. You might understand a lot, kiddo, but you haven't seen much. Take a close look. There aren't any crops around here. See, after it was pinned down by the jades, the river hasn't flooded. The river is totally narrow. Rapid flowing towards it. Okay. Paimon gets it now. But did you just say that the Adepti were resisting the Lord of Geo? That's how it was all that time ago. Some people believe that the first Lord of all Liyue was Rex Lapis, but in Chenyu Vale, we believe that before... Oh, okay. Yep. Oh! I've heard Grandpa Lu say that the tea ceremony is actually... What the hell was that noise? Brothers Adepti happen to be baddies. They were serving under a baddie god. In some cases, they're the baddies. On others, they're the goodies. It was all such a long, long time ago. Even the grown-ups don't remember much. So they always try to... Okay. Talking about that friend of yours again? As far as we're concerned, all the forces that have covered, blessed, protected this land deserve our offerings. Sorry, I'm just going real quick because it keeps moving to the next thing, so I can't really read it out loud too well. There we go again. Time to get off. Here we are. Thanks, Gramps. Okay. This is the Jade Mouth. So the Adepti... It makes sense to me that the Adepti would come in all shapes and sizes. At first I was thinking like, oh, they're just straight up animals though. Not all animals, but you know what I mean. Like they have their they're all illuminated beasts of some kind, right? Whether it's a bird or a goat or a dragon, like just something like just some kind of beastie. But I guess they could be huge as well. And that's interesting, and I guess it makes sense that not all Adepti were considered good. And I imagine that they would also... Would the Adepti technically predate the gods? Not the Archons, but gods in general. I'm trying to think like the origin of Adepti. Because it sounds like the Adepti could have just been the, for lack of a better word, the residents of Teyvat before humanity was a thing. You know? And then, I imagine when there were gods, sides would be taken, and Rex Lapis turned out to be pretty promising and had a lot of support. And then, in that, you know, throughout the years of bloodshed and eliminating other gods, other adepti had also vanished or had been slain in that process as well. But I can't say that for sure, obviously. I don't know. But it's interesting that we're just getting a little bit more of that, how there are much, or so it seems, much older adepti. I like the music. Well, here's the Jade Mouth, but how are we gonna find all that jade underwater? So that's how it is. The spring cries ripple through the vales. The shrines depart from northeast shores. The heights and shallows in the southwest hide. Sun and earth from each other divide. The eternal whirlpool that never churns. The beautiful jade concealed within. What's that little mouse singing about? It sounds pretty complicated. It's one of our local folk songs. I heard an old granny singing it as she was gathering herbs. It means, if you look out from the center of the river to the banks on either side, you'll see two stone shrines hidden to the northeast and southwest. These shrines keep the mighty whirlpool in the center suppressed. Pipe understood the last bit, so the jade is still hidden beneath the whirlpool? Yep, sounds like we're going treasure hunting. Hooray! But the area between the northeast and southwest is so huge. After all, in a broad sense, the northeast and southwest of Jademouth can include pretty much the whole world? You're always thinking outside the box, Miss Paimon. But there's no need to worry. I already have an idea where the shrines will be because, well, my friend told me. Come on, let's roll. I have a question. Does anyone else think a giant maelstrom suddenly appearing here might not be too great? Oh yeah, won't that mean the boats will no longer be able to sail in and out of Yilong Wharf? Oh, don't worry about that. My friend told me that once we've done what we need to beneath, the whirlpool will disappear completely. Otherwise, how would all the old boatmen carry on making a living? Wow, so it's not just a smart whirlpool, but a considerate one to boot. Let's get going then. Okay, so this is reminding me of, and I meant to say this before, and I haven't really done it yet, but I did learn a little bit from doing a world quest about Enkonomia. I haven't gone there, but I've learned a little bit about it. And how on Watatsumi Island there's the big old rift underneath it, right? A whirlpool. And they too would throw valuables into it to like appease their god and such. There's a theme with that going on with this as well, where it's like, okay, yeah, making an offering, throwing into the water. So that's something. And now that a whirlpool is going to open and we're going to be entering it, going into like a new place, supposedly. Yeah, like a whole, like just a layer underneath. There's this, I don't know if a theme is the best way to put it, but there are these parallels with these under the surface areas, these under the surface worlds of sorts, where life and society is different, where the rules are different, where it's more old school, but they kind of gone through their own shift and things have changed over time, right? There's that going on. You could argue that Enkonomia, because we know that as, I forget the name, it was like Byakunomia or something like that. Like it had a different name originally, where it was like its golden age, and then something happened and it became Enkonomia. So there's that, right? But then there's also, you know, places like Conria, where Conria wasn't always there, but it was developed, and I don't know this, but I assume it's underground, or was underground at one point in time. And then, of course, you know, stuff happened with that, and it became no more. That was like its development. I'm also not trying to say any of this in any order in particular. I'm just stating it out loud. And then there's something else involving the chasm, which I've yet to explore as well. But I believe I read a book about it or something. Like there's something I read fairly recently about it, and how it was like a meteorite crashed, created this huge crater. A civilization formed like around it, like in the crater itself. And then eventually the meteorite was just like, didn't like what was going on, I guess, and it left, leaving the chasm. That was a thing that I read somewhere. So that's wild. And I was trying to pair that with Conria, but I don't think that's it. That's not the same thing. Or at least I don't think it is as of right now. But do you see what I mean? There's like this theme of something developing under the surface, and then something changes, and it results in just a new form, a new way, a new version of itself. So I'm just wondering if we're going to get a little bit more of that here with this. Offerings. Pleasing something below. Ways change. And world. Yeah, so it's just thinking about it. That's what's going on in my head right now. Yeah. Oops, I missed. I guess I was supposed to aim better. I'm trying to. I can't do it. It keeps disappearing. That's fine. What the hell are you? Incense? Am I supposed to light you? Guess so, huh? How about we try using adeptal energy? Okay, sure. I mean, do that. Now what? Right? And they're all lit up now? Oh, there's one over here.
Windblade.
Trying. God damn it. Got it. Okay. That was... Huh. Okay. And now what? I did T? Well, guess that settles it. Was I supposed to press T in front of the other one? And I just didn't see that prompt?
Board on the road.
Oh, I feel dumb. Okay, I wasn't... Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. I was gliding the through the pots. That's... Alright, that makes sense. That puzzle makes sense. Now, do I just go up to the other one and press the T? Hey, look, is something glowing? What? I didn't read what you said. That was really fast. Okay, it's lit up now. So I just go up to and press T, and I just didn't do that before? Oh my god, it's all I had to do. Gee, I am so sorry, guys. Oh man, that's embarrassing.
I'll keep this close.
I'm not used to pressing T. This mission's all about not having a good T. Why would I think I have the good T? Go back beneath the Jade. How do I do that? It's over there. Alright. Oh. Okay. We haven't seen the whirlpool from the song yet. What should we do next? How about giving that adeptal energy of yours a try? That seems to be the case with all of this. Okay. I guess. Am I doing it right? What do you mean? Up there? Oh, I have to go up there? Alright. I guess I'll go up there. Yeah. Ooh. There's the whirlpool. Whoa. Okay, that's pretty cool. The whirlpool appeared. We're going in. Whee! Hell yeah. Look at this. This is cool. Well. Follow the carp. Wait. Treasure. I knew it. You always gotta turn around whenever you enter like a dungeon or a cave. Oh shit. Hi.
With the wind!
Decided by destiny. This is long overdue. No one escapes my sights.
Got him. Easy.
Beautiful treasures are a cause for great happiness.
Alright. Now I'll follow the carp. 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 Oh, chest. Almost walked right past that. Ooh. A little warp right here, a little teleporter. A little waypoint, I like it. I'll take it. Whoa! Okay, hello. Roshi and Paimon, we meet again. And who might this be? I thought you guys... Huh? What? Uh-oh. You ever met before? This is little Mao. He's helped us so much along the way. No, we haven't met before. But you must be a good child, little Mao. Hello, and yes, that's me. Miss, are you an Adeptus? You are, aren't you? This is Adeptus Fujin. Thanks for all your help you've given Roshi and Paimon, little Mao. But now it's time for them to die. It's really the legendary Fujin, in the flesh! I can't believe this. I've heard so many stories about you, and now I know that you're not some kind of big, slippery carp, but a lady instead, like a big sister. A big carp? Honestly, what kind of stories have you been listening to, little Mao? Ahem. One is indeed an Adeptus, and as such can take forms as one pleases. This particular form seemed like the most approachable one for conversing with humans. From what you've said, you have a very unique scent, little Mao. Have you met someone in the mountains before? Someone with golden eyes and a fair complexion, perhaps? Was the Fontanian an Adeptus? Because he called her Mountain. Because he found her in the mountains. You know, freaking... Can't remember her name. It was like... I called her Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee. I don't know, that's... Hitmontop, there we go. Not exactly, Big Sis Fujin. You're not talking about one of your other friends, are you? My friend from the mountains doesn't sparkle like you do. But she's also really cool. She's helped me tons and taught me loads. So it was her after all. Oh, so your friend wasn't Adeptus Fujin after all, huh? But Big Sis Fujin, my friend too now, isn't she? Wait, whoa, that sentence, whoa. But Big Sis Fujin's my friend too now. Got two now too. I would say now too. Two now? My friend too now. They both work. Anyway. Of course, little Mao. I'm delighted to have made friends with you. Way to go, little Mao. You've now met two Adepti. Of course, little Mao. I am delighted to have made friends with you. But I've met more. Whoop whoop, go me, I win. Jesus. Yeah, me too, little Mao. Like, what kind of response was that? Huh? What? Don't worry about him. Anyway, does that mean little Mao's friend is also an Adeptus? As for whether little Mao's friend counts as an Adeptus or not, I'm not quite sure myself. After all, Adeptus is merely a title, and it's hard to say whether Adepti are even people. The word Adeptus is just like any other word such as hero, villain, or idiot. No one is born an Adeptus, and no one shall remain an Adeptus forever. This is new. This is new for me. I don't know if it was like that for you guys. I was under the impression that the Adeptus were a kind of being. But they're, according to Fujin right now, she's treating it as a title. So how do you know if you're an Adeptus? Who grants you that title? I guess depending on the situation. She might explain more, but I'm just kind of just trying to bounce it around and figure it out in my head right now. That's true. So we've met that friend of little Mao's that we were talking about, right? Indeed, but it's been a long, long time since I saw her. So now I suspect that I don't know her half as well as little Mao does. I'm not even sure if I still count her as a friend. Ooh. According to what little Mao said, his friend wants to restore nature. His friend wants to restore nature too. Right? I would imagine so. Wow. Okay. Anyway, I must ask you all to please take this piece of votive rain jade. I had originally hoped it might remain here, the same as it ever was, but I never expected it to grow quite so large. I used to love it so. This is the Pokeball. This rain jade that you just mentioned, did it rain down or make it rain or something? Of course not. After the great changes in our geology, the ancestors of the people of Chenyu Vale lost their ability to communicate with the heavens, and lost the guidance of emissaries whose beauty was pure as moonlight. There's so much here. Oh my god, what is happening? Okay. Henceforth, they became to take Jade, which glowed as gently as the light of the moon, and cast it into the river. As they did this, they would pray for good omens, for fertile land, for clement weather, and for their riverbanks to hold strong. Over time, these rituals grew in power, until one day... Big Sis Fujin, what the fuck happened next? Said little Mao. One day, the long war to become the gods of who would reign over this world began. Okay, that's the Archon War, right? Yes, the gods who would reign over the world. Afterward, this tradition lost all of its meaning. But though it was forgotten, its name is still passed down over generations. To cut a long story short, please don't. This piece of votive rain jade before us was the very last one ever to be thrown. Okay. Just as the part above the surface, when commanded by the adeptal art, can be made large enough to stop a flood, its core, too, has been swollen by uncontrolled adeptal energy. Much of its power has dissipated into the surrounding area through the spirit veins. The spirit veins. This power may also have affected the nearby flora and fauna, attracted and even making aberrations of them. You must be careful. What? As far as I can tell, the adeptal energy that has dissipated nearby should be sufficient to reawaken the hibernating votive rain jade. If this is the case, we're one step closer to achieving our goal of nursing the water and soil back to health. How should I say this? Roshi and Paimon, thank you both. You're doing an amazing thing by choosing to help me, you know. And little Mao, will you help me too? Will you help out your big sis? Of course, I want to restore nature too. Is that so? Well, that's good. You're very smart, little Mao. You'll understand everything later. Is she bad? Is she, like, they reference that not all Adepti were good. Is she a bad one? She's not, right? This is like a weird red herring, a fish, a carp. Anyway, like, I'm just like, Because every time they're like, yeah, we want to restore nature, she's like, yeah, restore nature, right. Is that so? Okay. Like, she's just like, of course that's what we all want. Like, it's the weird acknowledgement and repetition of it and asking to reconfirm that is like, that's putting me off so much. Alright, then let us go our separate ways for now. Once you've retrieved the adeptal energy-filled votive rain jade, we'll meet again by a deep pool shrouded in cloud and mist to the south. The south? Got it. She's gone and disappeared again. Oh well, let's just do what Big Sis Fujin said and restore the votive rain jade's power. Speaking of which, what's it got to do with voting? See, you're not that much brighter than Paimon. It's votive, not voting. Oh, right. He doesn't know what it means. Neither do I, to be perfectly honest. It's so complicated. Though, since you mentioned it, what does votive even mean? And why is it called rain jade again? Alright. We're recapping, but that's alright, because I was the votive thing kind of flew over my head. Exactly, what does it mean? Oh, I guess we're not going to recap. That's fine. Okay. Oh boy, so there is a bunch more to do. I feel like we got to collect things. We're going to have to go to another area, probably unlock that, find out more. Guys, this world quest in Chenyu Vale is It's something. Boy, I need to take a moment to think about the things that were said. And here's the other thing. Because this game is all about perspectives, I don't know anything about Fujin right now. I don't know where she's coming from with her information. It could all be jank for all I know. It could be skewed, because if we find out that she is no good, then of course her version of history might not align with other things that we hear before and or later. So that's where I'm trying to understand what she's saying, but also be very open about it at the same time. My brain is melting. Anyway, let's go look for the thing. Oh, we got enemies.
With the wind.
Goodbye. Nice. Alright, investigate. Oh, whoa. Okay. Huh. What are these things? Okay, they almost look like bells, but they're not bells. Are they supposed to be pots that are like super sealed? Oh. Oh. Just got a bunch of stuff. Did you have more? No? Okay. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know if there's any rhyme or reason to any of this. Ah! Okay, this changed the side and had a monster in it. A slime. Which is definitely more of an elemental thing than anything. Yeah, hold on, let me... And this is like adeptal energy, but it didn't... Okay. Another strange phenomenon. It's also condensed. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Oh.
Wind blade.
To ashes!
Where'd you go? Where'd you go? You're above me? It just glitched through the ceiling? That's weird. I don't know how to deal with that. Oh!
Blaze over. Born of ice and frost. Decided by destiny. No touching. We're way behind schedule.
There we go.
There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every now and then.
I feel like I'm being led away. But it's definitely got to be like where I gotta go, right? Alright, so that just kind of leads me into a circle. Now I'm back here. I got the thing and I'm just back here. So there's just gotta be more this way. Okay, it was a cool little detour. But not really. I mean, it was where we were supposed to go, but... Hi, guys.
Born of ice and frost.
Boom.
Did I miscalculate? Rex, Lapis.
Oh, I just got taken out. No.
Sorry.
I wasn't paying attention to my health at all.
Written in the stars.
Sorry, Garnet. It feels bad.
Disappear. Eyes on me.
Well, that feels bad. Okay. Nice.
A reward on the road.
What the hell did Paimon just say? She could have been making a joke, or maybe it was something more than that, because there were a lot of ellipses, and that's like usually when someone's like nervous or unsure about something. God damn it. Can't climb on top of it. Oh, I can lift up the platform like that. Oh, okay. That's not as difficult as I thought it was going to be. At all. Oh! Oh, I see. I gotta go a little faster with that.
Get ready for the gliding champion of Mondstadt.
Okay.
Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber.
There we go. Finally over. Okay, now we have to go back. Whee! Wah!
Let it rain.
Okay, so now over here. Jade mouth. There we go. Oh, it's moving. Okay. Seems like the Jade's starting to move. That's right, but according to the story, the riverbed should have lots of other votive rain Jades. Why does Big Sis Fujin only want this one? Yes, why? Look, it's shining, almost as if it's resonating with the deptal energy on you, Roshi. Why don't we try using that power, eh? Give me your power. That should do it. Wow, awesome. It suddenly became small. Yeah, Paimon didn't think it'd just change size like that. Guess that's a millennia-old treasure for you. It's just like you said, little Mao. They could be as tall as the clouds or small enough to hide amidst pool and leaf. Yeah, well, looks like the votive rain jade's in our hands now. You're so reliable, Roshi. Thank you, I know. Hey, Paimon worked hard too. You kind of stumbled over your words. I don't even know if you did that right. Miss Paimon's amazing. So you're going to take us to that deep pool shrouded in cloud and mist to the south now, right? Clouds and mists. I think Chenyu Vale really does have places like that. But where? Tell us, little guide, and Paimon will take you there. What? Do you remember the place Mountain mentioned? Spot where we met? That place is super foggy, and I know of a secret cavern that leads there. Even the other locals don't know about it. It was my friend who showed me the way, and since you're my friend too, Paimon, I'll tell you all about it. You've got an amazing friend, little Mao. Your friend in the mountains. Are they connected to Adeptus Fujin? She told me lots of stories, and quite a few of them were about Big Sis Fujin. Well, any friend of yours is a friend of ours too. In fact, Paimon hopes we'll meet her on the way. Shall we go? Paimon's going to take you all to the place you mentioned, little Mao. Give us a moment. Let's see if there are any other treasure chests that we haven't found yet. Oh, maybe. But I could always come back, right? Take us away. Alright then, let's go. We're on the way. Jade, oh Jade. Nice. Does this work? Oh, there's those over there. So maybe if I bring it over there. Right? If I just put it there. There's a boat. Cool. I want the chest. Give it to me. There we go. They all had to be lit up. Alright. I see. I figured as much, but I thought it had to be, like, placed down or something. I don't know.
Is this...
Because I lit those up first and then I came over here, but I guess I took too much time. And it wore off. Oh. Roshi, Paimon! Mao, look out behind you! Oh. This is the thing that was following us. Wait. Well, Mao, that's a huge monster. Get behind me, I'll settle this. Wait, your friend, you say? Yeah, maybe this is the friend. The one that was stalking us. That's right, I told you before that I had a lot of friends, didn't I? Well, I just happened to meet her. So, I, got a hold of her to introduce you to. Well, hello? I'm Roshi. This is Mini Pie. We're friends of Little Mouse. What kind of name is that? Paimon's Paimon. Look, I'm changing it up because you keep saying Paimon's Paimon. It's stupid. And so is the nickname I gave you. She's afraid of strangers. I usually call her Bluey. Isn't that like an Australian kids TV show? Anyway, because I don't really know her name. Well, don't you worry about that. Roshi and Paimon are great people. They've been accompanying me on my adventures. They're real experts in mountains and forests, too. I know. I've seen. Answer me this one thing. Where did you gain the power to suppress nature? What? Yeah, what do you mean? Plants pursue the sunlight and fertile soil, creating fruit fit for the birds and beasts to consume. The digested seeds are scattered, and those which consume seed and fruit become bait for predators. Thus does everything return to the land. The cycle of life! Indeed. The snake hidden in the branches, the fish in the mountains, and the beasts of the forest. Traveling in the realm of nature is wonderful. So why have you come? Oh, come on, Bluey. You don't have to be so fierce. You raised 2 questions. My adeptal energy comes from Adeptus Fujin. Our goal is to nurse the soil and water in Chenyu Vale. And the adeptal energy we use comes from adeptal... Okay, yes. I say both things. Just make it one click. Exactly, something's off about Chenyu Vale's natural conditions, so Adeptus Fujin's enlisted our help. If we don't, well, the tea leaves in Choying village are gonna turn out worse and worse, and the village itself might decline. That's why she wanted us to perform the Rain Jade Rite, which will restore the area. The Rain Jade Rite? You have answered 2 of my questions. You may ask me to also. Who does your hair? Why do we have to do that? Give and take. It is only natural. You have 1 more question. Yes. Wait, that one counted? That one counts too. God damn it, Paimon. Whatever, you ask Roshi. Little Mouse said that you want to restore nature. Do you know Adeptus Fujin? Yes, I do know Fujin. That's the end of that's the answer. Basically, Adeptus Fujin has asked us to help nurse the soil and water in Chenyu Vale, so that the tea leaves in Choying village will recover their original flavor. The new tea leaves taste better. More like before. More like... Whoa, and just like that, she's gone. Don't worry about it. Paimon, she's like that. Sometimes when I'm not looking, she'll just vanish into the shadow of the trees. Then at others, the sun might dazzle me, or the birds might call overhead, and there she is. In any case, guess we're all friends now. Nice. Yeah, your friend's pretty strange, little Mao. Is she? Well, for all you know, you're the one who might seem a little strange to others. It's true, Paimon. You gotta stop calling people strange. You have not seen yourself, apparently. I mean, not only can you use adeptal energy to make the moss disappear, but you can make the golden stone things appear and vanish, and even turn into carp and fly around, like in the stories. After all, I'm none other than the young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild. This whole time I've been impersonating Xingqiu. It's great. What? Huh? What? What? That said, Paimon couldn't have imagined that the friend you always spoke about was, well, monster seems a bit rude, and thing might be pretty offensive. That's right, your friend's so blue. No wonder you call her Bluey. That's why I've never told anyone. If the adults knew that we were friends, they might lock me up. Really? You'd go to actual prison? Oh no, not like that. They just wouldn't let me go out. Make me wash my face and force me to read my books. Well, washing your face and reading books isn't a bad thing, kid. I wouldn't get to play in the mountains anymore. Realistically, a 10-year-old shouldn't be playing in the mountains. I'm just gonna say that. And that's why I've never told anyone. But you're my friends, so it's fine. Anyway, come with me. Don't be a fucking narc. Oh, I'm sorry. There's an awesome place I'd love to show you. Ah, yes, I see. I see. Yes, quite. Yes, yes, quite. Ow! Who shot me?
A reward on the road.
Nice. Have to remember to hand those in. Okay. I missed. Shit. Ooh. They keep coming.
For Rex Lapis. Next on the agenda. Fate is upon you. No escape.
With the wind!
All hail. This is long overdue. Decided by destiny. No one escapes by sight. We're way behind schedule.
Oh god.
Just way out of practice. Access denied. All hail.
Jesus, this is a...
No escape.
Disappear!
Written in the stars. Didn't
Nope.
see that coming.
Boy. Do I just have to interact with this thing now?
We're way behind schedule. Born of ice and frost. No one escapes by sight.
Oh, that's no good.
My contract.
No, I just went to heal. Shit. Woo! Can't see. There we go. Oh boy.
No touching. Fate is upon you. denied.
Alright, so I do have to just keep on moving, it seems. I didn't realize that. So I just kept fighting a horde of enemies. Oops.
There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every
This is,
now
I mean, it was a little impressive until I messed up. Look at this. This is what I wanted to show you by going this way. Didn't you think there'd be one here? You're an amazing little Mao. Okay. Oh, it's another mural. Okay. Cool. Show me the things. Ah, it's another one. You're awesome, Roshi. You pushed the moss back just like that. Like you did with the smoky cloud. Still, that wasn't there yesterday. Is this what they call nature? Don't worry about it. Moss of Philotrills. Just leave them all to Roshi. Little Mao. What's this picture about? Originally, I didn't know either, but I figured it out today after hearing Big Sis Fujin's story. This must be the stuff that happened before the mural on Mount Lingyuan was made. See this? Long, long ago, people were able to talk to the gods and adepti in the skies by talking to that big piece of jade in the middle. Okay. The emissary of the gods would lead them and protect them. See, that's gotta be the shiny golden person standing in the middle. I bet that was a super amazing person. But later, just like Big Sis Fujin said, something changed, and the people of Chenyu Vale lost their guiding emissary, and they couldn't talk to the heavens any longer. That's how the Rain Jade Rite came about. Oh. Your story does make sense. Thanks. What do you think, Roshi? This dates back before the other mural, where people were sacrificing jade into the water in order to appease the gods. This is when they could directly communicate with the gods. And they supposedly did it through this jade. But they also had a leader. They had this emissary. They had someone whose job it was to essentially be that, not necessarily ambassador, but like speak on behalf of the people. It wasn't like any person could just show up. You needed like some kind of high priest, someone of like big importance. Which, if you think about it, this could have been the case for multiple regions. Because we're in Liyue right now. So this is what they did in Liyue. But, once again, there are parallels to some other places. For example, Inazuma. Because you have someone like Kokomi. You have the High Priestess from Watatsumi Island. And they had their own god. And all that jazz. Of course, there's more to it than that, because I'm going to find out about all sorts of stuff when I reach Enkonomiya. That's going to probably blow my mind. There seems to be, like, there were these leaders who eventually passed on, died, went missing, whatever that is, and then the people just didn't know how to handle themselves, but they still want to be in contact with the gods, so they'd revert to these other ways of paying tribute in some way. So this is a mural showing of before that, when there was this important figure. That's a distinct possibility. Come to think of it, our ancestors were pretty amazing themselves, huh? The jades they left to us still have the power to restore nature. For something this old to still be so strong, the past must have been a sweller time than the present, huh? Maybe. That's not true, the world marches onward? Or that's right, the world's been constantly in decline? Ooh! This is rough, because this is very, very extreme sides on the spectrum, because I am Honestly, I am somewhere in the middle of this, to be honest with you. And that's just because I don't have all the information. My answer to this question would probably also be different depending on the other things I've experienced up to this point. But from where I am right now, part of me wants to say that's not true. The world marches onward, because it does. The whether or not it's the best situation, things go on. Things are still continuing. And people make the best of what they have. But the world's been in constant decline. That's tough. Because how far back are we referring to? Are we referring to the mural that we have right here where people communicated with the gods like pretty freely through their emissary? And things were just good and magical? But that doesn't mean anything, because in both of these, ignorance is bliss. There's definitely things happening, but there's no right answer. There's definitely things happening behind the scenes that we don't understand yet, that have happened, that resulted in how things are now. There are still things probably happening that we are not aware of as we speak, up in like Celestia or some shit. Like, I don't want to say that's not true, the world marches onward, and make that sound like everything today is okay, because it's not. And just saying that the world's been in constant decline just sounds really not a cool thing to say either. It's very pessimistic. I don't know. I'm gonna disagree with him, but I think this is like disagree, but there's still hope, right? That's the feeling I'm going with this one. Leaving the accumulated detritus of the past in its wake. Oh. Huh. That's a really cool thought. I never thought about it that way. Paimon thinks that you're the amazing one, little Mao. We've seen lots of ancient objects, puzzles, mysterious powers, and monsters in our time, but Paimon's never considered this stuff before. Really, Paimon? You haven't? We've been through a lot, man. Oh, you know what? Not thinking about this stuff at all is pretty awesome too, really. I bet you'll be just like my big sister when you grow up. Just having fun adventures everywhere. Oh, you have a big sister then? Well, we're not blood related, but she worked here in Chenyu Vale for a while. She'd go up mountains and run around the rivers, and I'd follow her. We discovered little caves together. She said that this cave is my Rubicon. Not that I know what that means. I don't know what that means either. Like a Rubik's Cube? I wonder where she's off adventuring nowadays. I can't wait to receive my next letter from her. How long has it been since you got a letter? Hey, this big sis of yours sure seems like an interesting person. I know, right? Still, big sis Fujin needs our help, so let's continue on. Oh, there you all were. Ah, I was so worried. Hello, Fujin fish. Wow, a golden carp! Paimon, we've seen this before. One was quite concerned that the swirling miasma and fierce beasts that roam might have caused you ill, but one sees that is not so, and that is good. Thanks to the adeptal energy you possess, Roshi, one has been connected to the golden carp here, thus gaining the means to speak with you directly. Roshi, Paimon, little Mao, please come with me. Okay, Fujin fish. Let's do that thing. Alright. Huh. Fish, 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 fish. Where are we going? Are we there yet? Ooh. Pick that up. Oh, oh. Wow, this is cool. I'm on the water. Eat your heart out, Furina. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I think Furina's probably really cool.
I can fix this.
Oh. I want that. Nice. Good. Much time has passed since I last emerged here. This was once a lively place, filled with the aroma of incense. Then, the three of us could travel freely across the mountains and rivers. Yep, those days were like flowing water, 'neath the moon, dark yet sparkling oh so brightly. Ah, but enough reminiscing. Thanks to you all, I am now able to return here and host the Rain Jade Rite. So you're that person in the mural? Fujin is the emissary, was the emissary. Oh, I get it now. That person standing on the mountain, hugging that egg, that was you, wasn't it? An egg? Come now, little Mao. That was precious Jade. Exactly. Why would you say... Little Mao, you know it was Jade. Why would you say egg? You stupid kid. I'm kidding. Casting Rain Jade is a ritual of great power. The vote of Rain Jade can calm rivers, improve the weather, but can also be a thing of death and slaughter. Only the thinnest line separates curses and the adeptal energies that have aided you up till now. This is why I must make sure that the right does not fall into the hands of those who would do ill. That's why... Yes, that is correct. One was indeed the figure who hugged that egg in that mural. What do you mean? What do you... This Fujin is sketch? But now I don't think she's bad. Like before I was like, she's a 50-50, she could be. She keeps trying to explain something and then she always stops and corrects herself and then just says something like, just whatever. This is like the third time she's done this in this quest, at least. Big Sis Fujin, doesn't that make you pretty, ancient? Mao, you don't talk about a woman's age, alright? I know you're young, but like, come on, man. I mean, that's just so you know, in the future, don't bring up the age. Yes, it does. Oh, she's cool with it. Okay. Still, I do like the name Big Sis. It does quite make me feel young. Well, being called Adeptus is pretty alright too. Well, being called Adeptus is pretty alright too. Right? What? Okay. Well, certainly. Though even if others title me as such, I am aware that I am hardly the equal of true adepti like Mountain Shaper and the rest. Okay. I am, in truth, the weakest of my band of friends. I cannot make medicines to save others, nor can I bound across the mountains and plains. Even so, I could not simply lay the title down. I'm guessing that she was just like a human. And then she was granted these powers. Because if she was an emissary, I don't know. Like that's, huh. I would have done the people of Chenyu Vale a disservice, I fear. Still, you may call me whatever you wish. After all, we have become friends. Or so I would say. In any case, my days of being called an Adeptus are now consigned to history. just like the place has been. This place. Once the Rain Jade Rite was a day of great celebration, where we would commemorate the Year of Abundance, using laughter, firecracker battles, and beast dances to frighten the ill omens away. This must appear like naught but forgotten ruins to the modern mind. Well, not completely forgotten. That's right, people in Choying Village told us that it was the mighty Adeptus Fujin who defeated the demons and planted the first tea tree back on the bamboo raft. Grandpa Lu also mentioned that the offerings of tea were to a certain carp adeptus. And wasn't there that opera sung at Yilong Wharf about the carp going around killing stuff? You were so awesome in those stories, Big Sis Fujin, and people still do the wushu dance, you know. You said it yourself, the definition of an adeptus is... Also, putting definitions aside, you're our friend, Fujin. You shouldn't be constantly fretting about the right and stuff. You should live happily, like we're companions on an adventure. That's right, we're on an adventure together. Right. Yes, you're right. Thank you. That was well said. Indeed. I was the one who asked you all for help. It wouldn't do at all if I just continued wallowing in the past, now would it? In any case, I'll need your help to prepare for the rite itself. In any case, have you encountered any sacred simulacra in your adventures? Those were ritual spirits often used by people in ancient times to protect their homes. There should be some nearby. Roshi, Paimon, Little Mao, please help me put the simulacra in their proper places. That way, we can restore the spirit veins using the Rain Jade Rite. Leave it to us. I will. I have faith in you. Alright. Fujin. The sacred simulacra. During the earliest festivals, people didn't know how they should carve the statues, and the products turned out a real mess. Even that friend of mine couldn't help but burst into laughter upon seeing it. Sorry about that, Roshi. I got lost in the past again. So I like hearing your stories about the past, Fujin. I enjoy it. I don't know if you were ever human, but, you know. People thought you were cool and stuff. Still seem pretty cool. I mean, I don't know. You're alright. Oh, I could just walk on the water in general here. That's cool. I like it. Am I supposed to be here? Oh, I see. I'm dumb. I gotcha. Right here. Okay. Nice. Okay. Then we go back to Fujin. And we good. The sacred simulacra are all ready. Thank you both. The vote of Rain Jade has been returned to its priests, and the statues have come back to their rightful places. The Rain Jade Rite is now ready to be performed. But will Chenyu Vale really recover once you cast the Rain Jade in? That's right. Things will get better for us, Little Mao. Nature, Jade, humans, all is divinely dictated. The changes in the land and water in Chenyu Vale, the malicious fog in the spirit veins, they're all essentially a sign of the earth moving against the flow of time. Yeah. Huh. So that miasma-like thing is a manifestation of environmental disorder? That's right. You can think of it like Chenyu Vale's attempt to... how to put it? Return to nature? And what we intend to do here is to treat the land and soil and rid it and rid it of its sickness. Similar to what we had to do in Narukami. I hope I'm saying that name right. Inazuma, you know. Return to nature? After all, before humans left their caves and mountains to dominate the world and regulate nature, and before Chenyu Vale or Bishui River got those names, the land, mountains, and rivers had their own order. Even I sometimes miss the cool mountain streams and the great rivers that would ebb and flow with the seasons. I mean, I was once a mere fish that swam. Okay, so she was just a fish. She wasn't human. Okay, gotcha. She started as a fish. But if we let nature seize control of its order once more, the people of Chenyu Vale will suffer and languish. Yeah. I hope you can understand. Yeah. In that case. Ooh. Hmm. Oh. Huh? Did it work? That thing in the fog just now. Nothing seems to have changed. Okay. I see. I get it. It took me a minute. This, in a sense, is civilization versus nature. Or society versus nature. Or whatever that is. Fujin is definitely more on the side of people, helping people thrive. All her stories have to deal with doing things in order to help people by getting rid of other demons, by being the people's emissary to communicate with the gods, to plant the first tea tree. Like, she is that person that supports humanity. Meanwhile, you have Bluey, who is an illuminated beast, or adepti, whatever you want to call it. And Bluey is more about things should return to nature. Because she was very much in that headspace of, you know, nature does this, nature does that. What's your reason for being here? Like that was kind of the vibe, right? Right. So I feel like that was Bluey just now, my guess. Pretty sure. I'm like 90% sure that's going to be Bluey. And we're going to have to fight them. Or at the very least get into an argument. Because, yeah. Yeah, okay. Sure. Great. Good. That thing in the fog just now. It seems I am too feeble in my current state. Yeah? We got the votive drain jade, and we placed the simulacra, but still wasn't enough? I'm very sorry. It's not your fault. I need more power to overcome this trial. Just as the adeptal energy in the votive rain jade has dissipated into the spirit veins, so has my power also left me across the long years. Huh? Will you grow really big just like the jade? Probably not. Just think about it, though. Super Adeptus Fujin, now 3 times the size. Well, is there any way we can restore your power? The golden carp. Ah, Roshi, you were wise indeed. You are right. You are wise, not were, are. I'm so wise right now. Before you found a few golden carp, I could not even muster the strength to appear. Initially, I thought that we just needed to gather all the ritual implements, and that would make up for the deficiency in my power. I was not entirely open with you before, but neither the present nor past me was anywhere near a match for the Adepti of the South. I feared you would consider me weak and unworthy of your help. Gee, is that it? Paimon thought you'd have something more important to say. Eh? There's no way we'd abandon or not make friends with you just because of that. That I, the young master, consider you a friend is not conditional on your status as an adeptus. That you are my friend has nothing to do with your status. I'm just gonna, My friend told me lots of stories about you. In my mind, even though we've just met, we're already friends. And I want you to be happy, big sis. Alright. Thank you. All of you. Well, that's more like it. So, where should we start looking for these golden carp? I believe that we will have to go to Yaoidi Valley. Yoidai? Yodel? To Strudel Valley. There will be a cavern there with a golden carp hidden within. Just when I start butchering words so hard, I'm just going to start replacing them with words that don't make any sense. Okay. Cool. Ooh, look at that. That's all swirly and stuff. Ooh. Ow!
Next on the agenda.
There we go.
For Rex Lapis! No touching!
Whoa! Can I get the thing? There we go.
Written in the stars. Born of ice and frost.
Ah!
With the wind!
Oh, God!
Access denied. Blaze over. To ashes! No touching.
There we go. I didn't see that one in the corner. It's probably been there for a while.
There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every now and then.
Fujin saying stuff again. For the management of my master's abode. Okay. Can I take you from here? I can. Leave you there for now, just to see. Got ourselves a swing? Ancient notes. The content is blurry, and only a few incomplete sentences written in elegant handwriting are legible. As the vivid butterflies converge in the jar, the adeptal energy surges anew, akin to new life restored to a withered tree. Go west and behold Lingchu Courtyard and... Lingchu Courtyard. This is gonna open up something. Should open up that door down there, maybe? Perhaps? Remember not to touch the stone slate. It is something very important to master. Well, you see, about that, I like to touch all the things. Okay. Oh! What? But I wanted to read the stuff on the table. No. Oh god, I jumped ahead. I didn't mean it. I can always go back, right? Ooh, this mural's missing a chunk. That's a thing. We're gonna have to put together a puzzle, perhaps? We're here, big sis Fujin. Have you been waiting for us here all this time? No. After leaving Carp's Rest, I can only appear in places which my power remains, and only by the grace of your adeptal energy, Roshi. Wait a minute. Didn't the gap in the middle of that mural originally have something that went with the golden carp mural in it? I'm not sure. In truth, this is my first time seeing this mural as well. Huh? I'm sure you've all heard of the battles that took place in the past. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about mostly... I mean... Is it Archon War for this one? Yes. Conria was only 500 years ago. We're talking about stuff that definitely predates that, I imagine. Yes, this cave was one of the shelters we built for the inhabitants of Chenyu Vale, such that the innocents caught in the crossfire when the floods overturned the heavens and the earth split open could have a place of safety. I didn't expect that they'd draw a mural here, though. I believe the ones depicted to be me. I mean, the big, slippery carp, Little Mao mentioned, and a friend. Why are you... what? Huh, if that's the case, why did the most important part get taken somewhere else? That's true. Why is that? Perhaps dissatisfaction. The three of us were once great friends, with two of us becoming worshipped as adepti, and one of us was always the mountain's master. Later, her herb lord, and I defected together. She most likely died too, or perhaps the one amongst us who fought to the last never submitted, and only heard news of us afterward. Perhaps to her, we were all traitors, with the depictions of myself and Herb Lord becoming an object of her to vent for her fury against. Huh? Is that really the case? The painting outside looks like... Who knows? In any case, that's all in the past. So please, lend me your strength in nursing Chenyu Vale back to health. I can feel that there's another golden carp lingering where I used to... near Mount Shanlian, I believe. Oh, so there's another? If we get that one, I should have enough strength to perform the ritual. Speaking of that, I must apologize for being unable to control the golden carp, even with you nearby. I know they might have given you some trouble, swimming through the air like that. It's fine, I just think of them like sealies. But really, where is the golden carp that should be here? Well, inside the painting. Just use your adeptal energy to awaken it, Roshi. Alright. Oh boy. Oh god. Oh, I'm back. Alright. Oh, and this is the piece right here. I see. I get it. Aha. Adeptal notes. Adeptus's notes. I can read. The branch she planted keeps growing. It seems the water and soil in the cave are quite nutritious. Maybe in a few years, once it grows a little bigger, that medicine jar will be too small for this young tree. She connected the door opening mechanism with the jar the branch is planted in, breathing life-giving adeptal energy into said mechanism. It seems the jar containing the mechanism was damaged a long time ago. I wonder if the door can still open and close. Whoa! That's cool! That's cool. Okay. Hell yeah. And there we go, we got that. Oh, God. There's so many things. What am I doing with this? Hi. Can you go here? Aha! Now balance has been restored both sides. Okay. Can I just do that? Right? And then I take the thing? Ah! I knew I was doing the whole time.
On the road.
Yeah, I'm kind of just sort of smart like that, you know what I mean? Just kind of a genius. I don't want to brag, but I mean, I can't stand myself. I don't know how you guys can. Okay. I'm going somewhere. There it is. Wow, look at that. I didn't know that was going to bring me here, but no complaints. I'm okay with that. Let's check this thing out. Huh. There's a pavilion here on this mountain. It's rather Adepti style. Huh, Paimon wonders where we'll find that golden carp. This place is kinda huge. Chenyu Vale is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. This place is huge. Maybe we can do what we did last time? You know? Roshi, the bit where you used adeptal energy on the mural and the carp turned out to be hiding inside? Look, Roshi, there's 4 stone carp statues here. Do you think there might be 4 giant carps hiding inside? That does make sense. You're pretty smart, little Mao. Roshi, is the adeptal energy reacting in any way? Not at all. But there seems to be something missing inside. That might be where the critical clue lies. Roshi, over there! It looks like there's an orb inside some of these carp statues. Didn't we find some statues of carp with large pearls on our way down the mountain? Maybe those are actually used for something. A real pearl of wisdom. Well, let's give it a go then. Alright, so now I gotta go do the things. There's 1. 2. So there's... I need 2? I need 2. Gotcha. Yeah, like there's the fish. Good. Okay.
Decided by destiny. Yeah. No touching.
Nice. Can I take you anywhere? Nope, I can't. Wait, can I? I thought I could. Yeah, you just can't. Ah, I get too close. And then they don't like it. Right there. Got it, right? Nice. So like this. And then like that. Hell yeah. That's what I wanted. Yup, and then it's gonna go on. Ah, haha. Figured it out. I keep forgetting about that freaking puzzle. You know? Ah! Alright. Boom. Boom. And a chest. My apologies for the poor hospitality. It has been a long time since I enjoyed tea with others. Hopefully, my brewing skills have not deteriorated too much over time. I mean, I have some experience in appreciating tea. It was also thanks to this that I was able to tell you that this year's tea offering smelled of... What this year's tea offering smelled of. Oh, sorry. That was how I discovered the trouble with the soil and the water quality. Huh, didn't think the offering rites would be so useful. Looks like it wasn't some sort of meaningless tradition after all. I suppose now I can tell those who fail to appreciate the value of tea about its value with confidence. Come, Roshi, have some tea. Is this your teapot, Fujin? Not sure why, but it reminds me of Madame Ping's. Yeah, there was this time in Lingyuan Harbor when we fixed Madame Ping's teapot for her. Yes, this is true, I did do that. If you think about it, we seem to have quite a connection with tea. Madame Ping? Ah, I think I know whom you speak of. We were acquainted back in the day, along with her friends. You know her by a different name. Has Madame Ping ever said her Adeptus name? As Little Mouse said, I was once just a giant carp, unable to leave fresh water for too long, nor live in salty waters. As such, they sent me one of these teapots. That was how my friends would have been able to take me, inside my teapot, of course, to Gwilly Plains and Lingyuan Harbor, to meet those lovely people they spoke of. Unfortunately, such a time never quite came. Aw. Roshi, Paimon, you've been to Lingyuan Harbor. Could you tell me more about the city? I'd like to hear about it too. I've never been. Well, Paimon would like to start from Wamin Restaurant. How about I handle the explanations this time? Sure, but don't you dare skip over any of the eating bits. And then we talk about Lingyuan Harbor. Oh yeah, tell them about our whole story. It is a port city built, nestled against the mountains. You begin only for Fujin to interrupt you. She notes that she'd like to hear your Lingyuan story. You understand and begin again. When we arrive in Lingyuan Harbor, Paimon and I were just in time for the rite of dissension. The child and Adeptus before you listen to your words, and Paimon's incessant interjections. Leaning forward as you speak, exclaiming in shock and relaxing as the tension in the tale rises and falls. They also add their own commentary and questions about Lingyuan, such as the food and flavors available at restaurants, the toys the old lady sells, the gems and jewelry of Feiyun Slope and such. As you watch Fujin, Little Mao, and Paimon be so moved by the tale, Paimon, you were there. Along this journey, we met many friends. We met many friends. And experienced so many things. It was all worth it. I can only hope in the end it will all be worth it. It's about the journey, not the ending. But by the time you get to the ending, you would hope that everything you went through was worth it. Whoa, a sea monster, huh? Amazing. Liwa Harbor is not what I imagined. Do you find it disappointing? Well, no, just different. Being different doesn't make it bad. I like the Liwa Harbor you described. It's good to hear that after all this time, our dear Herb Lord was able to find a home there. I think that's simply wonderful. Is Herb Lord Madam Ping? What about you, Little Mao? Could you tell me about you and your friend? I'm curious to know what she's like. Sure, I mean, Paimon Roshi, I've met her already. So it wouldn't be fair if I didn't tell you. So this is how we met. At that time, I was still a little kid who didn't know anything about the mountains. It was nighttime, and some wild beasts were following me through the forest. It was super scary. Finally, I was chased to a clearing, and surrounded by those beasties. For a moment, I was convinced I was going to get eaten, but suddenly, they all backed off into the woods, and then they were gone. When I looked back, there she was, looking at me. She was like Jade, but there was a dignity to her. I knew it then, that she was the master of the mountain that my grandparents had told me about. I wasn't scared. I just told her. I finally found you! I've been looking for you for so long. I don't know why, but she lowered her head in thought before walking off. She made no noise as she did so. I listened as hard as I could, but there were no sounds or anything stepping on branches or fallen leaves. After that, I would sometimes catch sight of her, moving between trees in a flash. Sometimes, the rising moonlight would outline her shadow as she stood atop a high mountain. At that time, I thought it was strange. Why hadn't I seen her before? She was always there, after all. Okay, yep, I have an idea. I wanted to talk to her, but she would always turn and leave. It was only later that she became willing to talk to me. Much later on, she would take me up very high mountains and into very deep forests. She asked me a lot of questions, and in exchange, she told me lots of stories. In the beginning, Chaoying village was a nameless, barren mountain, and the rivers had a real temper. Sometimes they'd flood, and other times they would all but wither. And on that barren mountain, she made two friends, a fish and a snake. But later, the snake was cut into pieces, and the fish sank into the sea. And then, only Bluey was left. Thank you, Little Mao. Also, don't tell anyone about my friend, alright? Of course we won't. You seem quite familiar with this friend of Little Mao's, Fujin. Indeed, but that was all in my past life. Many, many years have passed since I could no longer move freely. I suspect that I might not recognize her any longer, though from Little Mao's words, she might not have changed too much. Because of erosion! That's what you don't remember. Past life? Perhaps that is not the most accurate way to phrase it. I did not utterly perish, but I did lose my original form, and my strength and wisdom dissipated along the spirit veins. Yep. This is also why I invited you and Roshi to Carp's Rest. If we were not there, I would not even have a form to show you, or a voice with which to speak to you. It is thanks to you that I've been able to slowly regain my previous strength, coming here and once more seeing these scenes with my own eyes, meeting old friends from the past, and more importantly, making new friends. I'm very glad. How did you die? My memories of that have grown foggy. The Herb Lord and I were both servants of another god, and it was I that organized the Rain Jade Rite, administering the rivers and mountains for our Lord. As for the other, she was as she is, a beast, wild and free. In those peaceful days, I also climbed waterfalls to Mount Aokang and Mount Hulao, and there I met with the Adepti, whose powers and wisdom far eclipse mine. Of course, that was all before the war. Our Lord was not a heinous being by any means. Once upon a time, she made many dreams come true. If there was an evil, it was the Archon War itself. What happened next needs no further explanation on my part, I'm sure. You talked about how you and Herblord defected. Okay, so maybe Herblord's not Madam Ping. I'm just... For me, in my experience, I think this is the first character, or at least the very first Adepti, that straight up says that the Archon War is evil. If there was any evil in any of this, it was the Archon War itself. So, yep. Have some ideas about that. You talked about how you and the Herblord defected. Sorry, not deflected. That's different. That's right. That might have been the bravest thing we've ever done. Our Lord had all but gone mad seeking the position of a god who may rule this world, or perhaps seeking survival. Either way, she lacked the power to overcome Morax. Yep. So, in a final desperate gamble, she caused the Bishui River to flood, hoping to destroy everything downstream. Of course, she knew what that would mean for Chenyu Vale and its people. Yeah. Oh, that's rough, man. Whoa, but Paimon thinks that's something you should never ever do. Period. Yeah, well, she cared about she cared more about her survival than the people. Perhaps that's just what war does to people. Either way, that was our final adventure as a trio of friends. Lingyuan attacked people with her familiars, herding them to the shelter we had prepared. Herblord fought against our mistress, while I climbed Mount Lingmeng and hurled the votive Rain Jade into the rising waters. Of course, that wasn't a proper Rain Jade Rite. It was simply the release of the adeptal energy stored within the Jade Pendant to have the earth open its maw and swallow the rivers, and allow the Jade Mouth to grow and stabilize the flow. Whoa, what happened next? Didn't Little Mao tell you how it all ended? Yeah. That's right. Wait, really? When? Alright, that's enough about the past. We should get back to performing the rite itself. I want more stories! True, but what about the golden carp? Isn't that what we're looking for? The golden carp was the carp that you met along the way. In truth, we've already found it. As with the previous one, that's how I was able to appear before you. It's just that I miss the scenery here a bit too much, so I couldn't help but have a long chat with you all. After all, your sense of time and mine are not the same. You won't tarry long once your objectives are complete, will you? As such, I apologize. Please forgive my capriciousness. Words. Reading. Alright. Let's do the thing. Though my power is still a far cry from how it was in the past, thanks to your aid, I have regained much strength. Thank you. Next, we need to perform the ceremony. What effects will it have? It's been thousands of years since we last performed it, and the mountains, rivers, and spirit veins have all changed a great deal. But if all goes well, the voltive rain jade will resolve the issue. Well then, let's begin. Nice music. I like that animation that she has. Okay, we did a thing. The fog's dissipating. Whoa, what's that? Ah, that's the thing! Huh? It's just like in the mural. Do you remember, Paimon? The one with the two golden people and something between them? Whoa, you're really impressive, little Mao. Paimon didn't remember that at all. Paimon, why not? It happened like a half an hour ago. Behold, the sacred mountain. In my era, to merely climb it was already to transgress. But the ancestral inhabitants of this place are gone, and the communing path lies waste and broken. Who shall judge us now? This is where the spirit veins of Chenyu Vale converge. Through it, I can transmit my adeptal energy throughout the Vale, restoring its water and its soil. We are only one step off from achieving our goal. Are you prepared, Roshi? Let's do this! Indeed. We're gonna go talk to the thing. Nice. Alright. Give me your... Thank you. Okay. Yeah, we gotta get that. The best way to climb. Please come with me. Oh. You're over there. Okay. Ah, God.
We're way behind schedule.
Oops.
No touching. We're way behind schedule.
There we go. Whoa! Here we go. Okay. Oh, Bluey. Lingyuan, I perceived it would be you, and I do miss you so, but this really might be a bad time. So Bluey's name is Lingyuan? ... Don't be like that, speak with me. The opportunity to speak will come, but it is not now. You know this. I know this, but I cannot allow it. Wait just a little longer. It will end soon. I do not like the things up there, but it does not matter. Just leave it to me, Fujin. Do not come up here. Well, about that. Oh, hello, beasties. Ow.
Decided by destiny. All hail. Born of ice and frost.
Lubu and Kaiming. Well, looks like we're going up. Whee! Oh, we're gonna get this. Oh, if the, oh wait! I was gliding on the fish. I was surfing on the fish. Kind of wanted to keep surfing on the fish, to be honest, but looks pretty cool. Also looks like there's gonna be a fight. I'm quite sorry for not being completely frank with you earlier. No one really ever is. It's very rare. Though I become aware of it during our travels, I did not wish to believe that my old friend Lingyuan would be the source of the storm that befets Chenyu Vale. I had an inkling already. You did? When? How did you figure it out? Well, when I was like, the Bluey wants nature to be nature, and she's more like people stuff, and yeah, clashing. That's when Paimon. She, Herb Lord, and I once defended Chenyu Vale together. To think that she would do something so wicked. Her disruption of the spirit veins has caused the miasma to propagate. And the one who stopped me from performing the rite the first time was also her. Ooh. But Big Sis Fujin, Bluey, I mean, Lingyuan isn't a bad person. Well, little Mao, she's being an asshole. What are we going to do about it? I know, little Mao. She is your friend. But at this time, she is the greatest threat to Chenyu Vale. If she controls this sacred mountain, she will wield the power to completely alter the land of Chenyu Vale in the blink of an eye. I fear that Lingyuan has already entered Chiyuan Terrace before us. She means to rewrite the flow and path of the spirit veins. We have little time left. Roshi, you have mastered the adeptal energy available here in Chenyu Vale. Lingyuan and her familiars will not be your match. Please accompany for a time and aid me. For the sake of the people in Chenyu Vale, I will perform a ritual and open up the way to Chiyuan Terrace. Please stay by my side and protect me. Alright, I'll do what I can. Oh, ouch! You son of a... Ow. Whoa! Hey, don't do that.
Access denied. Fate is upon you. Yeah. To ashes. I can fix this.
Ow! Oh, I just got knocked off. I can't. Oh, I'm alive down here.
Come on.
I'm not alive down here. How do I get out of this? I have to climb? Oh, thank God. Thank you for letting me climb, I guess. I almost had you in this stupid freaking shit. God damn it. Ah, I keep climbing. Stop climbing things! For Christ's sake! There we go. God! Why won't you listen to me? Will you not wait? Your strength is feeble. You cannot match me. But do not worry. You will soon recover. Lingyuan, say no more. Roshi and I will stop you. We will stop this. Plan to destroy Chenyu Vale. The ritual is complete. The gate to Chiwang Terrace is now open. Here we go! The world seems to spin for a moment, and when you open your eyes once more, you are already above the clouds! Cool. Cool, sweet. Oh, no.
Next time.
Oh, God. Jesus.
No touching.
Ow. Oh. Okay, that's good. Okay.
Eyes on me! Born of ice and frost. For Rex Lapis!
Got her. I'll take it. Lingyuan. Human, let me tell you what you shall do. Fire arrows at my heart. If you approach up close, strike me with your sword. I will fight you to the last. Okay. Sounds a little aggressive. You are the only one here who can fight. When I have crushed your neck, I will triumph. But what if you didn't? No. I don't intend to kill you. Why? I do not understand. You're Fujin's friend. I've already lost too, but you're Fujin's friend. Fine. You may ask me one question. What if we asked you, how can you phrase a question into a command? Not that you'd have to say yes to it. Damn it. You still really care about doing things like that, even though you lost, huh? Then let us exchange questions. Little Mao, do you have any questions? Bluey? Why did you have to fight? Can't we all be friends? See, that's what I said. Me and Little Mao, same page. You bunch of two-legged, and you, Fujin, you have not the strength to form two legs of your own, yet you wish to talk in their form and speak to me. But how can humans and wild beasts ever be friends? Simple. We chill the fuck out. That's not true, Bluey. You're lying. If that's the case, why didn't you just let those beasts eat me back then? If humans and beasts can't be friends, and you're a beast, you shouldn't have helped me. My actions are sometimes beyond even my own understanding. You were merely fortunate. Nuh-uh. Well, why didn't you just eat mountains? Wait, what? Oh, why didn't you just eat mountain as well? Oh, I see. She almost bumped into you while lost in the fog at the foot of the mountain. I saw it. Favoritism? You humans possess such wisdom and that even nature submits to your will. In that case, you tell me, why didn't I eat her? What kind of question is that? Mount Liashin is dear to Adeptus Fujin. Yeah, that was a sentence. I said it right. It's dear to Adeptus Fujin. Okay. Let's just assume you are correct. She has told me much about the rain Jade right. Perhaps those memories affected my actions. You actually remembered everything I told you. Every year before the rite, you would tell me, and you would tell me in that white snake how expectant you were, and how nervous. And after the rite, you would tell us how the festives was so fun and lively. You would always speak, and I could not help but listen. The white snake. They talked about the white snake being cut up. Orobashi? Or is it somehow connected to Baiju's friend? Little white snake friend he carries with him. Or maybe it's just something completely different altogether. Only humans forget. I forget nothing. Bullshit. Because of erosion, you're gonna be... You definitely... Yeah. Don't even. You're not immune to it. You have cleared this doubt of mine. Now, you may ask a question. Well, Adeptus Fujin, have you any questions? Thank you, Roshi. Just a while back, Lingyuan and I was telling them stories about our past. Why do you wish to wreck Chenyu Vale, which we once fought so hard to protect? You planted tea trees, promising to enjoy tea with us. This too I remember, but that sort of tea no longer exists. I want to change this land. I want to make it like it was all those millennia ago. You have walked with humans for too long. You have forgotten that you, I, and the snake all came from nature. I knew that you never truly perished, and you did not depart this place like the snake, so I wish to change this place to the form it had when you were born. All these years, I have been slowly adjusting the spirit veins. Damn. Oh, I get it. So that's where the miasma came from. Yeah, Mao, okay. Man, sometimes little Mao is smart and sometimes he's an idiot. Correct. Side effects. In the end, the process will change the soil, the waters, and the forests to what they should have been. What the soil, waters, the forests should have been? You truly have forgotten the past. The rivers rose and fell with the rains, and their path was not fixed. The tea trees and flowers were not trimmed or cultivated, nor did they exist for humanity. In such an environment, you would regain your old form and frolic once more in the great rivers. Can you frolic without legs? You would regain your strength. Spiritual power blanketed the land in those days. The wild shrubs grew thick. Now, the mountains and forests are silent, and the shimmering voice of the spring waters, tinkling like jade, can be heard no more. But you don't understand. You still think you must stop me. Lingyuan, I count myself more blessed than most to have lived such a happy life, and in the end, my soul returned to my home. You are the one who does not understand. Yes, and I have never understood. After you defeated me, you should have taken my territory. You planted tea on my mountain and gave that land to the humans. I do not understand why you did this. Chenyu Vale was once but a nameless land, and we were nameless insects, beasts, and fish. I was the master of an uncultivated mountain, and today, that place belongs to neither of us. You took a human form and walked among them. You instituted the rain jade rite and helped them change the soil and water. I did not understand then either, but I could see how happy you were. Okay, yep, that makes sense. The snake changed into a human form and used her knowledge to create medicines and save the sick. I could understand how the agile human fingers could help her do what she wished, but I do not know why it was done. What happened after caused me still more confusion. You fought alongside humans and their so-called gods, and you perished. Humans fighting each other over territory and survival. Now that I can understand. You both belong to the great river and the mountainous forests. You could have chosen to leave them and live on with me. Let that which is human belong to them, and nature belong to nature. Even if our territory were to shrink, we could still live freely. Yeah, this is just Lingyuan like, you guys left me alone for humans. What the fuck, dude? I want things to go back to how they were, because, man, humans ruined everything. Fuck them. That's what Lingyuan's saying right now. That's rough. But now you wish to stop me and defend this land subdued by humanity? Answer me. Why? Ooh. Nice dramatic head turn. Lingyuan, my friend, it is as you say. I do wish to protect them. Do not answer me with my own question. I was asking you why. This Lingyuan might be a beast, but she sure cares about the order of things, huh? I know. That's how I learned so much from her. I guess we're whispering. So you guys were just discussing stuff in the mountains? Well, not totally. That said, after hearing everything Bluey said about Big Sis Fujin, I thought they'd be happy to meet each other. Whoopsie daisy. At first I was like you. I did not understand humanity, and I did not enjoy their excessive demands and love of hoarding, or their eternal desire to have more than they need, while caring so little for the needy themselves. Yeah, humans are, kind of rough. Trading, wealth. Like you, I did not understand these concepts, and did not understand why they influence human joy and sorrow. But across the long years, I have also seen many other things. The cries of children break my heart, and the sound of an old person's shattered memories saddens me, just as though it were all a microcosm of these mountains and rivers. Have you noticed them? Seen them? The children who wash their little feet in the streams, fishermen laughing beneath the light of the rainbow's arc, the moonlight trysts of lovebirds, their figures painted silver. Humans, too, are creatures of this land. Just how different is their innocence from ours? You mean to say that you have chosen to take their side due to these emotions, not through natural principles or logic, and not due to anyone's orders? I suspect that Herblord had much the same reasons as I. That said, I'm sure she'd put it all very differently. Ha! Ha! I remain unsatisfied with your answer. Your answer sucks. Get a new one. I'll wait. Fujin, I do not understand. Do you not? I think you've understood for a long time. When our previous god raised the waters, it was you who brought our familiars around to attack the people and drive them to the shelters we had created. I just wished to help my friends, to make their wishes reality. Even if doing so means going against nature and the principles you follow? Ha! Gotcha! Even if it meant going against nature and the principles I follow, I would do so anyway. Well, then we aren't all that different now, are we? Didn't you also choose your own position on account of your feelings? ... I am satisfied with your answer, Fujin. Now, you may ask a question. Very well. May I ask the next question, Roshi, Paimon? Ask away. What about my question? Wasn't it Paimon's? Ask away. It's fine. Paimon can't really think of any good questions at the moment. Since you've got one, you go right ahead. You acknowledged my answer, acknowledged me, and acknowledged that you made choices based on your own feelings. Now let me ask you. No, don't ask. No, don't do it. You know what I'm going to ask you, right? If I need your help, would you still make the same choice? That's right. And what's your answer? Got him. Got her. Fuck, she thought to herself. Yes, I would. Even should another 1,000 years pass, and even if you asked me 1,000 more times, my answer would be the same. In that case, Lingyuan, I do in fact need your help. I truly wish to save the people of Chenyu Vale, so please, don't stop me from nursing the water and soil, alright? I promise you, Fujin, you have walked with humans for much time, and have learned their cunning, while I am but a foolish beast. My claws and teeth are sharp, but I am no match for you. Thank you, Lingyuan. And thank you, Roshi, Paimon, and little Mao. You've accompanied me for so long, and you've helped me a lot. I wouldn't have made it here without you. I'm happy to help. I'm happy to have helped you, big sis. I'm so glad that Bluey got to meet you all too. I was so worried when you fought. You also have my thanks, Roshi, little Mao. It was you who brought Fujin to me, though the circumstances of the meeting were not what I had hoped for. And what about Paimon? Yeah. Yeah. Good answer. Alright then, let us begin. Woo! We're saving the soil and water. Reuniting friends, kinda. fish. Oh, damn. Golden ring. Big sis Fujin? Big sis? Where did she go? Yeah, okay. Do you still understand? She used all the energy she accumulated recently to nurse the land. Which means she's gone. Wait, if that's the case, does that mean... Yes. It is as you suspect. But she struggled so hard to... Though we have now finished nursing the soil and water, the miasma that remains will not disappear immediately, so you'll have to be careful out there. Hey! Yeah? Sorry for making you all see me like this. It's just as Lingyuan said, I have completely used up the energy I accumulated recently, and I can no longer maintain my favored form. Oh, okay, it's not as bad. I thought she was gone. Like, gone. She's just fish now. It's okay. It's got pretty eyes. Paimon thought that... What's wrong? Yeah, I think Paimon thought she was dead. I thought she was dead. Nothing. Paimon's glad you're still here, Adeptus Fujin. Seriously, Lingyuan. What about me? As long as you're still here, Adeptus Fujin. Though my form is as it has become, I am far more comfortable than before. At first, I was trapped at Carp's Rest, and could only reminisce about the outside world through the scent of the tea offerings. If I had not met you and Paimon, people of such compatibility with the spirit veins, I would have had none of my shadow to talk to, much less be able to leave Carp's Rest. Thank you for your concern. Please forgive me, but I must depart now. I'll need a bit of rest. And another thing, Lingyuan. Speak. What else would you have me do, or not do? Nothing. I just didn't get to say this due to the circumstances that prevailed before. But it's so good to see you again. Aw, I know. ... Thank you all. Where'd that one come from? I should thank you for bringing her back. Safe, smooth, and slippery. Even the way in which her fins move is the same as I remember. You sure have a strange way of remembering people, or fish, whichever. I do not know how you did it, nor why you were able to obtain her adeptal energy all these thousands of years, and I never once heard her voice. It might be due to Roschi's unique constitution? I see. However, I am but a foolish beast. Even if I wanted to see her again, I would not know of a better way. I could only spend thousands of years clumsily imitating her methods, regulating the spirit veins in this land. I am quite stupid, and I only knew this method, and so I did it. It was akin to scooping every droplet from a rushing river, or every grain of sand from the vast desert. I knew as well that she would not smile as she once did, even if these mountains returned to how they once were. She, I, and the snake once laughed and swam happily here. Those days will never come again. She loves humanity too much, even more than she loves herself. Had I succeeded, she would only hate me. But that would have not mattered to me, so long as she could regain her form and swim free once more. And Paimon thought you were more concerned about nature. Nah, he just misses friends, man. She's just like, even if Fujin was going to be angry with Lingyuan would have been fine with it, because at least Lingyuan just gets Fujin to be around her now. And not as a human, and be like, yeah, we're back, you know? It's like one of those things. Of course I care. A land untamed by humans, a land of wild beasts, but that is a different subject from the matter of Fujin. If she thinks that a land tamed by humans is better, and that the strange tea leaves grown on such land taste superior, then I shall do what pleases her. So, thank you. You're welcome. Well, speaking of that, Paimon's curious. What did the tea leaves taste like in the past? When the land changed before, the tea leaves' flavor was much closer to what it was in the past, apart from some differences due to human influence. Wait, so you mean that the weirdly flavored tea cakes we had were... In that case, I prefer the current flavor profile. Tea leaves cultivated by humanity will be more to their liking, of course. What I do not understand is Fujin's tastes. If the snake was here, we could ask for her opinion, but perhaps her tastes have also become strange from spending so much time with humans. Before you go, Roshi, I have one final question for you. Those that come from nature will, for some reason, go against nature, against the laws nature originally followed. Will humans also go against humanity, against the principles they initially followed, for certain reasons? Yes. People change, people develop, they adapt, they make new things. It's just human nature to constantly want to create and do something. And in a way, that is going against traditions. If there's a traditional thing where it's like, just do this thing, but then you have the new age of people that are like, yeah, we're kind of doing that thing, but we're doing it a little differently now. You know, like, that's still going against the tradition in a way. Or approaching it a different way. You know, so there's that argument to be made. So I think, yeah, we will go against ourselves. Thank you. I have received the answer I desired. Well then, little Mao, Roshi, and Paimon. Hey, Paimon, you gotta acknowledge. Congratulations. We shall meet again. Alright then. See you later, Bluey. Also remember to take care of Big Sis Fujin. She seems kinda weak right now, so she could use some extra care. I will. Farewell. Please wait, Lingyuan. I have a question for you as well. Ask then. I do owe you that. If human activities are part of the laws of nature, how would you view humanity? A strange question. In the distant past, they were indeed part of nature, but they are so no longer. That is because... No. I need to give this question more thought. Next time we meet, I will give you my answer. Come on, no, that's not fair. What the heck? I do not agree. Escort little Mao back to Chaoying village. Alright. Well, that was cool. This is cool. This was not as good. Guys, this was good. You're back! We were just saying that good rainfall's bound to bring good tidings. And what do you know, dear guests? You've arrived right on time. How did it go? Well, I trust. Tell us about it. It was thanks to Adeptus Fujin. We were able to clear the source of the anomalies. We explained to him what happened. So you met the legendary Carp Adeptus? Oh my, as one would expect of the young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild, you really do have friends in high places. Dude, we just made Xingqiu, like, legendary here. Let's go. He's gonna, like, show up one day and they're gonna, like, you know, praise him, and he's just gonna be like, ah, okay. Sure. And he still won't get a good haircut, that son of a bitch. Anyway, now your water and soil problems should be no more. Well, old Luo, what'd I say? I told you it was a soil problem, but you wouldn't listen. If it wasn't for them, who knows when our tea leaf problem would have been solved. Regardless, thank you both for your help, honored guests. With your help and the protection of the Carp Adeptus, I'm sure our village will surely see a great harvest of tea leaves this coming year. Yes. Please take these. Take it as a token of our thanks. Right, Paimon almost forgot. We came across this kid during our adventures. Is he from this village too? Uncle Luo, I'm back! Well, if it isn't you, little Mao. Finally of a mind to come back, huh? You don't seem worried at all. What is there to fret about? This kid runs around in the mountains all the time, and he always comes back safe after getting tired. If you ask me, there's been an Adeptus looking after him in secret all along. You know, maybe that might even have been said Carp Adeptus. Well, it was actually the other one, the Lingyuan, the Bluey. Yeah, he's been doing the thing. Also, very irresponsible. He just assumed an Adeptus was looking out after him. What the fuck, Uncle Luo? I've said it before. That wasn't Adeptus. It was Bluey. Alright, little Mao, don't argue with Luo here. He's just pretending to know what he's talking about. Come by my place later, I'll make you some egg custard. That's nice. Woohoo! Egg custard. You now... Ugh. And now... Shut up, old man. Good person. Fuck. Shit. Wait, what do you mean? God, pretending to know. Jesus. I'm pretty sure that's what it said. Anyway. In any case, I don't really know how to repay you, dear guests, so get out. If you should need any help in the future, Xiaoying Village will be there to lend you a hand. Alright, Chenyu Blessings of Sunken Jade complete! Hell yeah. Guys, that's it. We did the world quest of Chenyu Vale, the big one, the one that you get when you first walk in here. I know it was a little scuffed on my end, considering that you guys didn't get the proper introduction from me going into it. There were some things I just were not very knowledgeable about at all in the beginning, as far as like who characters were and stuff. But I enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. Chenyu Vale is gorgeous. It might be... Ooh. I mean, I haven't seen all of Teyvat as of yet, as like what's out there. But I will say that Chenyu Vale is beautiful. It is gorgeous. It's up there. I like the stories that we have here and the relationship that we got to see between these characters. I thought it was going to go into maybe not necessarily darker, but like a sadder tone. I thought that Fujin was going to... I thought either Fujin or Lingyuan, I think that was the name of Bluey, those two. I thought one of them was going to die. But instead, she just pretty much sacrificed her her favorite form, her human form. So not the worst outcome. Seems like, you know, things worked out and it was good. It was a nice little story and really cool to see the stuff. I look forward to exploring more of Chenyu Vale, most likely on my own time. There's a lot of puzzles and secrets that I just kind of flew by because there's only so much time to record these things, but you know, I had fun. But anyway, you let me know, what do you think about this world quest? Did you enjoy it as much as I did when you first walked into Chenyu Vale and got introduced to this thing? Or were you kind of like, oh, there's a thing I gotta do? Like, how did you feel when you were just kind of introduced to this mysterious character? Yeah. And then whether or not you decide to do it, how'd you feel when you were doing it? Did you enjoy the lore? All that stuff. I know not everyone focuses on the world quests, but I know some of you do, and some of you really do enjoy them, and that's cool. That's a cool thing. Yeah, and now that I did this, I feel more free. I feel more relaxed. I have this finally ticked off of my journal of quests, and not that it was required, but I feel free to possibly go into Chenyu Vale again if I need to for the Lantern Rite, because I'm going to be doing it this year. And there you have it. Thanks for joining me, as always, and that's it. It's fine. Until next time, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later.